Hello everyone, my name is Lavender Axolotl and welcome back to Village Makeover. Yep, I decided just to stick with that title. So if you're not here for the last episode, uh, our first order of business was we set off on the land, find a village, and then built my place of residency, excuse me, where I will settle in, have all my things. Uh, right now I have peaceful mobs. The sound for them I just turned off because I was going insane with the constant meowing and barking and the these guys were making. So until I can move these villagers out, I'm just gonna keep that sound off. But anyway, we have a few projects that I want to do today, and but the first I want to show off is, so last episode, I mentioned I had an idea of something for this book. I was just kind of use it for decoration, but I think what this book should be is our accomplishments that we have done during the season. So like what projects we have done, what we finished, and the like. So of course on the first page is we built my house, and on the second page I wrote that we are going to redesign two small villager houses, specifically the ones that I have encroached on when building my house, because we're literally like touching here, and if we go over here behind the house, it's yeah. So we're gonna redesign these two houses. So the first house we're going to redesign is this one right here. I think this is a good starting place. These blocks here, as I kind of put kind of like the corner points of the house. I can't put the fourth one because, this house is in the way. But yeah, but kind of getting a basic layout of like what shape of the house I want it to be, because I want to make at least all the houses as uniquely as possible, not kind of the same like, oh, like squares or rectangles. Try to make them unique, like shape-wise, roof-wise, and that sort of stuff. Now, if we come here into the house, so in this little house, so this villager that would have lived here, I guess, until they all mysteriously disappeared, don't really have a lot of stuff. It's just crafting bench, it gets a seating area of their bed, and then a chest that is just filled with saplings. But I am going to give them bigger space, have more, like, rooms than just this small room. But I will be keeping some of the stuff that came with the house, and of course adding more things to it. And over here I already have a chest and a crafting table. I probably do not have enough materials to like finish like the inside and outside, but this is just kind of like the blocks that we'll be using, both for outside and inside. Once again, I don't think I have enough, but just kind of give you guys a general idea of what this house is going to look like in some sense. But before we can do that, we need to take this house down because we won't need it anymore. So let's start doing that. And there we go. That house is completely no more. It is in shambles in my inventory. But of course, we're not. Now it's time to redesign it. So for this one, it's just going to be just a basic rectangular shape, but like extra long. But, it's gonna have some interesting features, make them more unique, make it stand out, kind of like how these houses. Because I think even just the basic villager houses where they don't really show that they have like a specific job that they do, should look unique and pretty. It's time to start building this one. So let's start. I hope you all enjoyed the time lapse, so now it's time to take a tour of the house. And here it is. And I just realized I forgot to do something. Forgot to make the path to this main path here that's already been here. So I think for the path here, I think I'm just all gonna make it like just a dirt path. I think I like it the most than just the wooden path. So yeah, but that's for a very far off future episode. But anyway, let's explore the house. So, still like a small house. Got a little chimney going. Let me get into free cam so you all can see it better. Yeah, so here's the little chimney. I have a campfire in it to do that, to give the smoke effect. And the sun is setting, so we'll quickly make our way inside. Okay, so we come into here. It's just a small, just a quaint space. We have, the sitting room or living area or living or whatever you want to call it. Just a small couch and a small table, and then the kitchen area here, with the furnace. And as you saw the time lapse, I did more of the armor stand. So this is the sink with some water. You can hear the campfire crackling. I thought this wall here was like pretty dull, so I added one of the large paintings and one of the new ones, and I really like this painting. I think I like kind of like landscaping paintings the most, so I think this was a great addition to the game. And if we come here, this is just a bedroom area. So here's the chest and the crafting table, and the chest with the saplings in it. I kept it in there. Yeah, and it's just small little shelves just for lantern purposes. Like a small end table. There's the bed. Then just a small little desk area with some ferns. And then once again, as you saw in the time lapse, did an armor stand mod to do this little water bottle. So it's just a small space, not a lot going on, but it's small but habitable. Since we're here, we'll just take a quick nap. Yeah, so that's it for the inside. Not a lot going on, but since it was a small house, just kind of want to give it the small sense. Oh, there's a bog over there. Haven't seen those. Oh, and there's a spider. Let's go get the spider, because it'd be great to have some spider eyes or string. Whoa. I hit it and it bounced towards me? Was it supposed to? Okay, sure. Oh, that needs to be fixed. Huh. But yeah, just nothing going on. I did make this house out of stone instead of just like the cobblestone like these houses, but put the bits in to give it some texture. And I like with the houses where it had it wasn't strip logs, just like regular logs. I think I like those. And then once again, the shutters, not a whole lot going on. And then the front just wanted to make it a little interesting, so it's like a stepway in. Uh, it's so I was trying to make the fences go up here, but since this is a slab, it didn't really go up. It wouldn't go up the four-way to like attach, and I couldn't add the liner there. But I think the smarter ones are fine. You probably seen a lot during the time lapse of me changing things and fixing things up, but I just couldn't make up my mind. Now, since that house is done, it's time to start on the new house. And this guy's been chilling here for the next days. Yeah, so I already took the house down, so it's already been demolished. But here is the layout and kind of what. So it was a smaller house. All that was inside, there wasn't even a bed. It was like a sitting area. There was like chairs, uh, a chest and crafting table, but the chest didn't have anything in it. It was probably one of the chests that I raided when I first got here. I'm sure they won't mind. Oh yeah, but yeah, it was a small one, but I think we'll make it a little bit bigger, almost like a medium-sized house. Maybe not quite. Let's just see how the end result is. But instead of making it like a rectangular shape, it's kind of doing like an angle. So the walls be like come here and then kind of go out here. So it's like kind of like small rectangle here and then like big rectangle back here. And then here, all the stuff that I gathered of ideas that I'm gonna have for this house, that you all can just kind of look over. Probably see some similar stuff from the other house. But I will try to make them all as unique as possible and not make the same cookie cutter stuff. But yeah. But now since we're here and that's out of the way, let's begin the next time lapse. hope you enjoyed the time lapse. So here in front of us is the second house. Um, so I wanted to give the illusion that it looks bigger, but it's actually smaller inside, which I will show you in a minute. But I just kind of freehand this funky roof design. Let me go into freehand so you all can see better. I think I quite like it with just a bit of a roof is like pushed back in one, but more out forward in the other. You didn't see in the time lapse, but I added the window shutters because I forgot and I didn't realize after I was done editing the time lapse. So that was my bad. But yeah. So for this house, I wanted to do polish andesite and then just have regular andesite for some texturing. Just a little just a little garden area, like in front of the house with some ferns, and then the lamps in front. So if we go inside, I kind of gave it like a kind of like a small apartment vibe, where it's mostly just like a bedroom, and then you have the kitchen area. So right here is kind of like the hallway, which it leads directly into the kitchen area, just shelves with lighting. Here in the kitchen, I gave this house a smoker instead of just regular furnace, just for something different. And of course, we have the sink with more of the armor stance, as you saw in the time lapse. Basic kitchen stuff. And right here, I just kind of wanted to do. It's like a hook on the wall with like an apron, which is what this white leather tunic is. And over here, it's just a simple bedroom where it had the chest, little table with like a lamp next to it. I made a bed. I decided to go for a black bed, red carpet, and yeah, just basic shelves and a little sitting area here for the villager that will live here, just to have a nice place to sit when they make their food. And of course, a lovely painting. Yeah, so not much to see, but I quite like it a lot. I may do something about the way it is the way the landscape is, because it is a little odd, but I think that all depends on where the paths are going. Because I extended the path here to where it will go from down here. There will be a turn that will lead to up here and kind of branch off to go from here to up there when I redo those houses. But with that, I think we can safely say that we have successfully finished the second project. Redesign 2 small villager houses, which is what we did today. So that's good to hear. And with that, I think that's all the time we have today. So thank you all so much for watching. I still don't have a name for this village yet, but I will still keep brainstorming in between. And I already have a plan for next episode, what we'll be working on next. So I hope you all enjoy. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing if you want to see more of me kind of knowing what I'm doing. Until next time, bye!